As a result, Brad Garlinghouse is optimistic about the SEC's ripple effect. Ripple's CEO is facing criminal charges. Specified that the international money transfers. As long as it can get some answers about XRP, the business is eager to reach a compromise. The payments giant is prepared to settle with the SEC, according to a statement released by CEO Brad Garlinghouse to investors. Officially known as the SEC, while the regulator asserts that XRP is a security, Ripple is trying to determine its legal classification. Ripple claims to be a form of digital currency on par with the likes of Ethereum and Bitcoin. Executives at Ripple are allegedly making money off the sale of XRP coins, according to the SEC. The price of Ripple appears about to level off. In addition to banking and retail, the payments giant has partnered with the giants as the member sales manager for Link2. Nick Biarafato tweeted about his meeting with Ripple CEO Brad Smith Garlinghouse at London's Ripple Swell 2022. According to Biarafato, I first saw him in Singapore in 2009, and he's even more sure of himself now than then. Stated that they are willing to negotiate a settlement with the SEC provided that they are given the opportunity to provide additional information. Asked Garlinghouse about XRP-connected salaries and whether or not corporations are waiting for the outcome of the SEC's legal action against Ripple. At one point, Garlinghouse talks about how it works with Bank of America. In an interview, Garlinghouse mentioned that Bank of America is a significant Ripple partner bank. To live in the United States of America has numerous advantages. When things get settled the right way, hold a significant lead over the competition. Ahead of the market and its ODL using rivals in April 2020 at a recent episode of the Bank of America Treasury Insights podcast, Bank of America's president of global banking Julie Harris acknowledged the cooperation with Ripple, saying that the company's major mission is to enable customers to do anything, at any time, from anywhere. Things besides the platform and its features, such as the client and the underlying infrastructure. According to Hera, the bank only partners with fintech firms that adhere to stringent regulatory and compliance standards, and there are signs that Ripple Labs' legal struggle with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, may be winding down. Keep going around, getting people in the crypto community talking. A great deal of talk has occurred concerning this. Rumors about a possible agreement as early as the 15th of December, which were posted on the Ask Me Anything thread on the 10th of December. It is believed that the matter would be settled, according to Charles Hoskinson, founder of Cardino, who participated in an Ask Me Anything. As of the 10th of December, he emphasized, "These are only rumors, and I don't always believe them to be genuine." Despite the fact that many people have different ideas about what this settlement means for Ripple and the cryptocurrency business, Telegraph writes on Twitter on December 12 that rumors are unfounded. An unfavorable Ripple transaction, according to January Walker, a former U.S. pro-crypto congressional candidate, would be bad for the world and Web3. Simply by observing the events, one is enriching the planet. In the United States, where the treatment of one citizen takes precedence over the treatment of the rest. Walker added, David Gokhshtein, the pioneer of blockchain-focused media. Gokhshtein Media added their 2 cents. "We need Ripple to win this case and not settle," he stated back in December, describing settlement as the worst-case scenario. "It's possible that Ripple may seize power, but I'm not sure what kind of changes that would." He then said, "Clarity for the entire industry." Hopkinson, who also addressed the AMA on the 10th, warned that a merger or acquisition might have dire consequences for the business world. Similarly, Jeremy Hogan, a partner at Hogan & Hogan and a crypto attorney, told his 157,000 subscribers on YouTube that there are many possible outcomes in a video he posted on December 10th. The attorney thinks Ripple has a 110.6% probability of success, and if that happens, then something will happen quickly. Likely, this is due to the fact that once it sells XRP, it owes the buyer neither money nor anything else. Therefore, it is impossible for it to be bound by any sort of agreement. The investment, if there is no contractual investment, the ripple effect makes it clear that the purchasers of Ripple and XRP are not parties to any ongoing legal relationship, and the SEC has done nothing to rectify this. However, he did lend his support for the defense attorney's November 4th prediction that the case will be settled no later than March 31, 2023. James Phelan is a former federal prosecutor. Using the phrase statement of God's validity, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse informed attendees at the October 11th D.C. conference. It is difficult to determine when the litigation against the corporation will be resolved, but the Financial Technology Week conference believes it will be in the first half of 2023. CEO Brad Garlinghouse of Ripple Labs Incorporated has asked co-defendant attorney Nicole Tatz to resign from the lawsuit against the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, citing the involvement of other attorneys at the U.S. law firm Cleary, Gottlieb, Steen and Hamilton LLP. Remain Bradley Garlinghouse's highly regarded legal counsel. The Blockchain Association, a business-led lobbying group in the United States, has joined forces with other groups to formally submit a supportive brief, aiding Ripple Labs Incorporated in a case against the Securities and Exchange Commission of the United States. The Blockchain Consortium has provided the seconds with a lengthy brief in the form of an amicus. The Council for Crypto Innovation warns that the government's misinterpretation of securities rules will have far-reaching consequences for the crypto space and beyond. Tuesday saw the filing of an amicus brief in support of Ripple from the CCI, a network of industry leaders, as a means of rule enforcement in order to control this dynamic ecosystem. As stated in the CCI submission, businesses specializing in cryptocurrencies and DAO crypto payment processors systems this week also saw briefs challenging the SEC's December stances being submitted by the Reaper, Financial, and Paradigm Operations divisions. In 2020, the SEC filed a lawsuit against Ripple and its executives, alleging that the XRP sale constituted an unregistered security offering worth more than $1.38 billion in amicus briefs, which are typically submitted by a person or organization that is not a party to the case but is intended to influence a court decision. In a follow-up to Walker's tweet, she said that the global crypto ecosystem and the world might also suffer the consequences, implying that the 2-year-old case could have been resolved differently if the appropriate legislation had been in place and recognized at the time. That America hasn't dealt with it, and neither have the appropriate regulators. Here are Walker's thoughts, then. Some people would rather accept a settlement then. On the other hand, the United States responded negatively. Candidate's statement that Ripple can't lose the case on the basis of neutrality. The prolonged struggle remains unresolved despite unconfirmed reports of a verdict in 2023. Ripple had warned their community about the event last we heard from them. The token can be tainted by the SEC's probable action, and Walker has no axe to grind over the potentially disastrous outcome of a settlement for the vocal. Invention of the Cardino by Charles Hopkinson, the CEO of the POS blockchain project's shareholding, agrees with ADA's assessment, and on December 12 he was one of the first to warn of speculation. Hopkinson informed his audience about the video chat. The payments company, he maintained, would fix the problem, and he warned that a transaction would have catastrophic implications anyhow. There is still continuous discussion among the pillars. Win by 2.34% on. The daily XRP USD chart's RSI reading revealed that buying momentum for the token is weak. Since the RSI is under 70, in the overbought range, at 44.97, the stock is not overpriced. Considering XRP has been trading near $30, it recently emerged from oversold area. Furthermore, he has been driving the bearish momentum. Those who realize the fact that winning is everything must tell us about it. Your feedback down below. As well as be sure to hit the subscribe button if you want to receive regular updates.